culture is everything. It's not just a painting, it's not just a dance, it's not just music. It's music, it's dance, it's art, but it's also living. So for us, the idea of creating and building community had to be framed around the idea of collective aesthetics, and that is extremely important in the work that we do.
I've been getting some pushback on it in certain areas when I do something that reflects a combination of different cultures. But in this neighborhood, it's one of the only places where I've done public work and people haven't asked, why is there a mixture, why is there a variety?
Es mi primera vez pintando con un grupo de artistas, nunca lo había hecho, pero es interesante porque esto es lo mejor que se puede hacer en arte, que tú puedas demostrarle, le llega a bastante gente, como te dije, tiene que llegarle a mucha gente no por la cuestión de ser uno famoso, sino por la parte educacional. Para mí la parte educacional es lo principal, porque estoy poniendo algo en mi propio barrio, vivo aquí, al próximo bloque vivo yo. De aquí salgo de mi casa en la mañana, llego aquí y paso todos los días aquí. Este es el barrio mío donde yo estoy, y ver otras personas que ven la pintura, se tiran fotografías, eso a mí me lleva, misión cumplida para mí.
Being half Puerto Rican, half Mexican, for this to be like my first mural ever, it's a really, really good feeling. One, because it's on Paseo Boricua, and it just means so much more than for it to be in like another neighborhood, another area that I don't feel I have much connection to. Having a neighborhood with so much culture, it's like it needs that art.
The importance of art is the reaffirmation of a culture. We feel pride of what we are, and it's a way of identifying that, yes, we live here, we live with other communities and with others nations and nationalities and other identities, but this is what we are. This is a space where we tell our history.
There's a need to understand the particularities of a group of people, their historical memory. So we also have to understand people as complex beings who exist in an aesthetic world, that everything they do has a level of aestheticness, and therefore it's also part of who they are and their culture.
I think one of the biggest things about the doors was to put a larger spotlight on Latino artists in the city and the different cultures that there are within the Latino community in Chicago and the talent that exists here.
Me han preguntado algunos que cuál es la intención de la imagen en concreto, ¿no? ¿Cuál es el mensaje? Tiene un poquito que ver con la espiritualidad, pero con la historia, ¿no? Con lo que fuimos, con lo que somos, con lo que podemos ser. Pero sí han habido preguntas interesantes que pues permiten tener claro que este tipo de imágenes no van a pasar por desapercibidas. O sea, la gente las va a mirar y se va a parar un poco para tomarse su tiempo y mirarla, ¿no? Y detallarla.
I wanted to show an art piece that represented intergenerational relationships, the effects of our ancestry, womanhood, and the power of knowledge that is transferred from generation to generation.
No pumpkin.
Pumpkin! Some kids have passed by and they stopped their parents and they asked questions, or they were shy, but they made their parents stop anyways because they liked what they'd seen, and that meant a lot.
Everyone is, interested in what you're doing, like appreciative. They see color, they love it. I think it's in our nature to want to see like different colored houses and vibrancy in neighborhoods.
It's great, actually. There's a lot of more opportunities from other people that were passerbys, that business owners or homeowners that are interested in possibly painting their doorways after this project is over. So it keeps the whole process going, which is actually really, really cool.
One of my favorite things to do is to come down here when I see the bomba y plena, the live musicians playing their instruments, You smell the delicious food, you hear the language, and then now you have these doors that bring us back, like somehow connect us back home, you know? It's magical. I think I live in the coolest neighborhood in Chicago. And I think Humboldt Park is one of those cool neighborhoods.
There's a lot to learn from those doors. And I would hope that it is a pedagogical process for everyone to understand that public art is the collective aesthetic expression of a community.